10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, mass of the 55 kg category. First athlete from Hungary, Daniel Simon. Please go to bar to 55 kg for a high close. Thank you. The bar is loaded to 55 kg for the first attempt from Hungary, Daniel Simon.
Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome back to the conference centre here in Eger at the IPC Powerlifting European Open Championships. We've had a couple of cracking competitions already this morning, and this is going to be another fascinating contest. It's the men's 65 kilogram group. We're broken into two groups, Group A, Group B. The main focus of interest will obviously come in Group A, where Ali Jawad is in action, hoping to break through that 200 kilogram barrier and set a new European record. But let's focus first on Group B. This is Daniel Simon of Hungary taking to the stage. Just 15 years old, Daniel. And he's opening up at 55 kilograms. He was slated to open at 62, but just coming down a little bit, eager to make sure that he gets an opening lift in to settle the nerves. The nerves can play a factor. We've got a couple of people new to the competitive arena, and for them this is just as much about getting experience. Here goes Daniel Simon. Oh, that looks okay. Will the judges think the same? No, they don't. Maybe just a little crooked left elbow there. Just a disappointing start for Daniel Simon, but he will have plenty of time. As I say, just 15 years old, born on the 22nd of April in the year 2000. Good grief, that does make me feel somewhat grandfatherly now. Well, Daniel will be back. He's punching the air as he goes off, which is nice to see. So he's not overly concerned, just yet about the weights in front of him. Now, at the other end of the scale in the Hungarian team, and someone who might easily be, well, not his dad exactly, not his grandfather, more like his grandfather, I would say, István Toth, who was born, well, no, I'm over-egging it slightly, probably not great-grandfather, grandfather perhaps, born 44 years before his teammate Daniel Simon. István Toth is now 59 years old, and he is undoubtedly going to get a big reception. A man who has Paralympic powerlifting coursing through his veins. Look at that. You know, when I reach 59 years of age, I hope I'm looking as fit and strong as that. It's not too far off. István Toth is going to open up at 130 kilograms. Gets the straps on. Oh, that sounded like a tractor having trouble starting up in the morning. But look at that, 3 white lights. Terrific opening from István Toth. Kicks off with 130. Good start. We've got another of the older Hungarians taking part on Saturday in the over 100 category. Javai, who is also approaching his 7th decade. Matteo Catini is next in line. He's also going to open up at 133. Pushed 135 at the Asia Open in Almaty recently. Came 6th in that competition. So just giving himself a little bit of leeway. Little Italian contingent watching on just down to my right. They'll be crying Forza Italia in a moment. They certainly have the best haircuts of the competitors. So here goes Matteo Catini, 133 kilograms on his first lift. A little bit of a shake there of the arms, but good enough. 2 white lights out of 3. And he goes clear at the first round, 133. Now here's a fellow I've been looking forward to seeing since I bumped into him on Monday. On Monday, that's right, that's when we got here. That's when I got here anyway. Gentleman, he comes from Southampton, originally in England, now lives in Woking, and tense moments for him as well, because this is his first competition. He was looking very calm when I spoke to him, but it's always going to be a nerve-wracking moment when you step out in front of a crowd at the European Championships for the very first time. He's 29 years old. As I say, he lives in Woking. He said he's been in the sport just 18 months. In fact, he was inspired by what he saw at the Paralympics in London in 2012 and decided to get involved himself. And here he comes. Oliver Francis Brown is his full name, known to most in the camp as Ollie. And Ollie Brown is going to open up at 138 kilograms. Just sorting out the straps there, making sure they're in the right place. The legs have got to stay flat on the bench. Head's got to stay down. And that lift has to be steady as anything. No shaking, no wobbling. Let's go from chest upwards in a good, straight, smooth rhythm. Oh, that looks good. Well, there is one red light, but 2 white lights. And Ollie Brown is underway. Good start for Ollie. Off he goes to prepare for his second lift, leaving the stage open for Kirill Flegentov, one of the 2 Russians in the B group. Slightly surprising to find the Russians in the B group, but it is a pretty strong A group, that's got to be said. And to look out for Ali Jawad, obviously, is one of the favourites. Hamza Mohammadi from Iran is also going to go well. Peng Hu, Gregor Lanza from Poland, and Hossein Betir from Algeria, as well as Ahmad Razm Ajar from Azerbaijan. But here comes Flegentov, 10th in the World Championships. He comes from Moscow. And he's 28 years old. Flagentov looking to open up at 1:55. So a little bit of a jump there from Ollie Brown at 1:38. We're climbing another 17 kilograms. Flagentov at 1:55. Looks steady, it looks smooth. The judges say the same. Flagentov underway at 1:55. And the bar is raised once more. It's time for the other Russian in the B group, Alexander Dukin. Not from Moscow. Dukin actually comes from Yekaterinburg. 30 years of age, plenty of experience, and looking to open with 162. And looking for a good lift because he's very much in contention for a place on the podium in the European Championships. Looking at the open competition, we have competitors from Iran, China, Algeria and Azerbaijan. That leaves the floor open for Jawad Ali and Grigoj Langer. But the bronze medal, very much open. And of course, don't forget, if either of those fails to lift, could be even better than that. So Dukin, plenty to lift for now, opening at 162. Well, no problem at all. Very confident lift. 3 white lights, and he's off. Terrific start. So just one failure on that opening round from Daniel Simon, the 15-year-old. He'll get another chance in a moment. Otherwise, all the others going along very nicely. And they're nominating their second rounds. All of them pushing up by, well, by a little bit, by 5 kilos. Toff, Katini and Brown all going up by 5. Flagentov looking to push up to 163, and Dukin has marked 168 as his next target. Well, let's return to Daniel Simon. Raises his arms to his supporters as he comes in. Fantastic experience this for everyone involved, but the age of 15, well, he makes a sign to the judges. Going through the etiquette, pumps himself up. Clambers over onto the bench. And there he goes. Settles himself under the bar. I think everyone here wants to see Daniel Simon lift this 55. Nerves first time around, perhaps. A little bit shaky. He must know he can lift this weight. He had the weight covered. It was just the technique. Come on, Daniel, you can do it. Lifting 55, Daniel Simon. Oh, that's better. That's better. Big cry from the Hungarians. They're confident, but that's good. Oh, it's not. It's not. Again, 1 or 2 boos. Well, you can hear them through the mic. It looked it looked clean. It looked very confident. Punches the air. Well, he'll have another go in a few minutes. He's got the weight covered, just got to tackle that technique. The next in line should be the other Hungarian. There he is, István, waiting for his moment to step back out. István, here he comes, the grand old man. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Not much older than me. The grand middle-aged man. Let's say that. And he's coming in to take 135. Very confident opening lift at 130. And the crowd settles. They're disappointed with that last judgment on Daniel Simon. Well, they have something to cheer now with Toth as he goes for 135. Oh, just tilted towards the end. And I'm afraid that's 3 red lights. It was just a bit wobbly, wasn't it?
Please load the bar to 138 kilograms, rack height 16.
So 2 failures for the Hungarians in this second round. The bars move once again. Each lifter having their bar at a different height, needless to say. It's known as the rack height. So Simon had it at 12, as did István, but it goes up to 16 now for Matteo Catini. There's that longer arm, taller man. Catini successful at 133 in the opening round, and looking to improve on that and take it up to 138. That would put him level with Ollie Brown. In fact, just behind, because he's slightly heavier than Ollie. Judges, incidentally, for this contest, Martin Burley from Australia is the centre referee, and he is flanked by Mahmoud El Sherbeni from Egypt and Martin Kapla from Slovakia. Matteo Catini will try and lift 138. Well, he had to work hard, and too hard, according to the referees. No lift. So a bit disappointing now for Catini. As I mentioned earlier, he lifted 135 in Almaty not so long ago. So he was on the cusp of that, a little bit over. And now you'll see that the rack brought down once again for Ollie Brown. Not as tall as Catini. And it goes all the way down to 6. And his reach not as big. Taking a little time to get it ready, but Ollie Brown will come out now. Pushed 138 in the first round. He'll now go for 143. Confident march up to the podium. He's, I said he was from Southampton. He's still a big Southampton football supporter. So he's been enjoying life the last couple of years. And Mauricio Pochettino and now under Ronald Koeman, the Saints have been marching on. Ollie Brown will hope to do the same thing when he gets a grip on this bar. Away he goes, lifting 143. Well, it looks good. There's applause from the crowd. One red light, but two white lights. Ollie Brown gets another lift in. Great work from him. Up to 143. Terrific effort from Ollie Brown. He's still got one to come. Remarkable to see what good the Paralympics can do. When people do watch it, they do get inspired by what goes on, and for many people it's an opportunity to join like-minded folk and focus on a sport. Next one, of course, in Rio, and that's the focus for so many of the athletes who are here in Eger, especially not just the Europeans, but it's one of the last four ranking events for Rio, so that's why we got a large overseas contingent, or non-European contingent I should say. This isn't one of them, this is one of the Russians. This is Kirill Flegentov. Went nicely, very smooth opening lift at 155. He's pushing the bar up to 163. He's in that in-between group, really, between the top dogs in Group A and then the middle and lower end of Group B. If he lifts this, he'll be 20 kilos better off than Ollie Brown, but still some way short of the likes of Ali Jawad. Here he goes, 163. It's a struggle, he gets there, but I'm not sure that it is. It is. Well, that's a terrific performance from Flegentov. It looked as though he was really straining and under pressure, and the judges have been quite harsh on that over the course of these 2 days. But on that occasion, they felt that he had it under control. It was a smooth lift and a straight lift. And so he clocks 163, and just for the moment he leads the competition. Goes to the head of Group B, but that could change with this next lift from Alexander Dukin, his fellow Russian. Because having lifted 162, Dukin is going up another 6 kilograms. Like Flegentov, Dukin looked very comfortable at 162 on his opening lift. He's quite businesslike about the way he goes about things. Strides up to the podium, has a moment of thought, settles back, no straps, and on with it he gets, just angles himself into position. And away he goes for 168 Dukin. Well, and the cheers ring around. A confident lift, no problem at all. 3 white lights. Dukin makes 168. Now this is going to be interesting because he's going to have one more lift, isn't he? Which will one imagines will be around about the 170, 172 mark. He'll want to secure this Group B, but also just give himself a chance. Just looking at, he will absolutely want to secure this Group B, because that will effectively book him a bronze medal in the European Championships. That's what's at stake between these two Russians. So we may see a little bit of poker playing with these final lifts.
Thank you. Barring goal to 60 kilograms for the third attempt from Hungary, Daniel Simon.
Well, Daniel Simon is going up to 60. He's failed twice at 55. But he was lifting that weight very comfortably. It was simply a matter of technique, so just pushing the bar up slightly. Maybe it was too light for him. Maybe that unsettled him. Maybe he wants a little more weight on it to help him find that steadiness. It's important that he makes a lift, because as a junior he's also in line to pick up a medal, but he does need to complete a lift. Well, again, he looked confident, and I wonder if the judge... Well, again, 2 judges out of 3 say no. And maybe he was just a little bit too eager. Well, very disappointing for Daniel Simon. He gets a big round of applause. The crowd here are convinced that although certainly his second effort was good, so slightly disappointing for him, but what a reception, and what an experience. He's covering his face. I don't know if those are tears. I hope not, because he's got a great future in front of him. Didn't work out for him today, but there's no doubt that he will have learned from this experience, and he can use that in future competitions. So Daniel Simon completes a little change in the running order, because Istvan Toth and Matteo Cattini are both going for 138, it seems. Toth failed at 135. Cattini also failed at 138, so Cattini's the heavier. He goes first. He's going for 138 again. And now there's a little bit of discussion going on the platform. Instructions being given. I hope that's not chewing up too much time before they get the straps on. The helpers on the side, very, very important to make sure the weight gets out of the rack safely and back into it safely. And the Italians just having a word perhaps about the method which they use. Well, here goes Cattini, second attempt at 138. Oh, the arms were shaking and quivering, but it's good. But it's good. He's done it. Oh, well done, Matteo Catini. It wasn't entirely convincing, but he got it there. And the referees were all happy. And they are the ones who count. So well done, Catini. He makes 138. So the pressure now is on Istvan Toth, who, the 59-year-old. So he's giving 28 years to Matteo Catini. But he's also taking a little bit of weight, and that means if he can lift 138, he will finish above the Italian. It might not matter when it comes to handing out the medals, but it matters to these athletes that they finish as high as they can, and I'm sure it'll be good for bragging rights in the changing rooms afterwards. So Istvan Toth in his third lift, 138. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Just too much for him. What a brave effort. Well, I wonder if we'll see him again in 2 years' time at the next European Championships. Fantastic performance from the 59-year-old. 130 kilos he pushed in his first effort. So he's down in 5th place in this Group B. Catini is 4th. Ollie Brown has already secured 3rd in Group B. But he's just pushing the weight up once more. He's already cleared 143. He's going to have a go at 147. I've got to say, it's his first competition of this nature, and if he can come away with 3 clean lifts, he will be very happy indeed. Marches onto the stage. So Ollie Brown, he's already cleared 138 in his first lift, 143 in his second. He's now going to go for 147. Which would cement his place as third in Group B. It's not going to be good enough to get him into the medals today. But I have a feeling he isn't going to be too worried about that. Here he goes, 147, Ollie Brown. Oh, it's just a little bit of a struggle. He gets there in the end, but not sure that's going to count. No, 2 red lights. And Ollie Brown misses out there, but not by much. And, well, he's put up a good show. Got his serious face on, but I think he's smiling inwardly because that's a great performance from Ollie Brown. 143, his best lift. And now the battle to win the group and pick up a bronze medal at the European Championships. I may be mistaken in that, of course. Just glancing at the list, and I see Azerbaijan is listed as European. So there may not be a bronze medal. My apologies. Alexander Diukin has already cleared 168. He's going for 172. That's good. So Diukin has thrown down the challenge because his teammate Kirill Flegentov knew that he had to go better. So Flegentov, having cleared 163, has gambled. He's gone for 173 and 1 kilo above Diukin. So we'll come down to the last lift.
For the third attempt from Russia, Kirill Flegentov.
That's interesting. Well, you never know. That may be enough for Diukin because I'm just looking at Ahmed Razam Eger. From Azerbaijan is set to open at 172 kilograms. He may push that up just to nail down that third. But let's focus on Kirill Flegentov. Now he's taking a lift. It's 10 kilos above what he did in the last round. He's going for 173. This to win Group B. It's not going to happen. Just too much in the end for Flegentov. Well, he had to go for broke. He wants to win. That's the competitive nature of this sport. He had to go for it. And he's got a big smile. Raises his arms to the crowd. And Flegentov has to settle for second place in Group B. Good contest. In the end, it was 30-year-old Alexander Diukin who came out on top. Our attention switching now to Group A. A lot of interest here, and it's not just about Ali Jawad. There's been a lot about him. He's one of the stars of powerlifting, Paralympic powerlifting. But it's a lot more than that. We've got some good competitors here. Hamza Mohammadi, Penghu, Grigoj Lanze, Hossein Betir and Ahmad Razam Eger. So those are the 6 who will battle it out now for the honours. And the first man up on the podium is going to be Ahmed Razam Eger of Azerbaijan. He is going to go for 172 to open up with. 23 years old. He came 4th in Asia in Almaty just recently, and that was with a lift of 166. So going in a little bit above that. Now the world record at this weight stands at 217 kilos. That's Russell Mozin of Iraq. That was in Korea last year that record was set. The European record, which may be under threat later this afternoon. Ayrat Zakiev of Russia, not competing this time around. Good first opening effort from the Azerbaijani. So Ahmed Azar Rajam is underway with 172. No problem for him there. Yes, that European record is under threat because Ali Jawad has said quite clearly he's the man who's made the move up from 59 kilogram category up to 65. He won the 59 category World Championship last year, moved up to 65, and really wants to just lift as high as he can without worrying overly about his weight. And he is hoping to go to 200 kilos today, which would obviously break the European record and be a personal best. He'll be the last to go. Now, second up is Grigor Lanja of Poland. Came 6th in the World Championships last year when he lifted 176. He's going to open today at 173. That's good. Well, again, we've got a little bit of a cat and mouse game going on because there may be the thought from the likes of Lanza that Jawad is going to push on and take top spot, and that he needs to secure his silver medal in the European rankings, and to do that he simply needs to outgun Ahmed Razam Ajar. So we may just see a little bit of cat and mouse, just going 1 kilogram above his opponent. Let's see what happens, because yeah, Lanza was down to open at 180, came down to 173 before the start. Bronze medalist 2 years ago at the Europeans, Lanja. That was when Ayrat Zakiev won the gold. Yuzitin Kanat took silver for Turkey. Neither of those two in the reckoning this time. So Hosina Betir from Algeria is next up on the platform. And again, this is another step up because while Lanza has come down in weight from his 180 announcement at the start, Betir has gone up. He senses that this is going to be a real fight between the big guns. He's seen that Ali Jawad is going to open at 187 and Hamza Mohammadi at 186, Peng Hu at 185. So he's throwing his he's going for broke. He's going to open at 185, Betir. Fourth in the World Championships last year when he lifted 181. So Hossein Betir prepares to go at 185, his first lift. Well, it looked comfortable. The crowd liked it, and so did the referees. That is a very confident start from the Algerian. This could be a very, very tasty competition. Well, the bar set high. Ali Jawad is the favourite to win this competition. As we said before, 187 he's coming in at. He wants to crack 200. but he's going to have to think about the competition as well. If these guys are matching him along the way, then it might not be so easy. Chinese competitor now, Peng Hu, makes his way up towards the podium. Getting himself psyched up. The Chinese have been enjoying themselves at these games. Landed themselves a few medals. I'll be looking for another one here from Peng Hu. He's going to open up at 185 as well. Legs need to be flat. Oh, that looked good. It was good. So Peng Hu, dramatic performance on stage that from Peng Hu. The crowd liked it. They liked the lift as well. So 185, the top two. It's Peng Hu who leads. He's marginally lighter than Hossein Betia. That could be important going into the final round when it comes to the medals. Making his way up on the stage from Iran is Hamza Mohammadi. One of the many fine beards on display this week. Mohammadi looking to play a little bit of cat and mouse. He's opening up at 186, so this would give him the lead. Clock ticking down. He just prepares now. That arch at the back. Down to his chest and up. It looks smooth, it looks steady. Was it good enough? Well, there's one, no, two red lights. So a no lift. First up for Hamza Mohammadi. That obviously knocks his hopes a little bit. He's going to have to go again at 186 while his rivals who've already gone, Peng Hu and Hossein Betia, can look to push up into the 190s. And the final man to go in this round is the tournament favourite, Ali Jawad. He wants this record badly, but he's going to have to do the shift work first. Get a good first lift in. 199 is the European record. Ali Jawad is going to open up at 187. He's made this change from the 59 kilo category to 65. He said in the past that he's had problems with his diet, so 65 may suit him, but he's actually one of the lighter men in this competition, so he will still have the option prior to Rio of dropping back down to the lighter category should he wish. He just wants to push weight. Here he goes, Ali Jawad, 187. One red light, but two white lights, so Ali Jawad is underway with 187. That puts him into the lead at the end of the first round. So Ali Jawad leading 187, Payne Hugh 185, Hossein Betier 185 with Grzegorz Lanza of Poland 173 and Ahmed Razem Azar 172. The man to miss out, Hamza Mohammadi of Iran. He missed out at 186. He can still, of course, get himself into the medals. Mohammadi, 2 lifts still to come. Just pegs his progress slightly. That'll be Ahmed Razem Azar next up to the bench. This conference hall filling up as word gets around that Ali Jawad is in progress. He's up and moving and looking for that record. But before that, Ahmed Razem Azar of Azerbaijan lifted 172 kilograms in his opening lift. He's now looking at 174. So just as I mentioned a little bit earlier, playing a little bit cat and mouse with Grzegorz Lanza, who's actually slated to go for 178, which would open up a bit of a gap. But if Ahmed Razem Azar is able to lift this weight, 174, he'll move up into the silver medal position in the European Championships. He is one pretty well. He's out of the running really for the Open Championship. Certainly, the European is there for him. Well, it looked strong and confident. 2 white lights. That's a good lift. So he moves up into the silver medal position in the European Championships. Well done, Ahmed Razem Azar. Throws down the gauntlet to the pole, Grzegorz Lanza. Who's going to be next up? Lanza lifted 173. Bronze medalist 2 years ago at these games, and in fact he was a bronze medalist as well at the World Championships. Oh, he wasn't. Excuse me, I'm reading that wrong. Oh, he came 6th at the World Championships. My apologies. Here he comes, speeding up that ramp, hops onto the bench, wasting no time at all. That's my driver, helping him on with his straps. Peter. Working hard. So Lanza going for 178. bench looks strong. Yeah, 3 white lights. Good lift, no doubt about that, really. So that battle for European bronze and silver, hotting up between those two. Ali Jawad has already lifted 187. It's hard to see either of them getting close to him. Oh, they won't get close to him. Ali Jawad is effectively the European men's champion in the 65 kilogram group. But he's still got some work to do if he wants to win the Open Championship. It's going to be Hamza Mohammadi next up. He had a no lift first time around, the 37-year-old Iranian. And he really does need this to drag himself into contention for a podium place for the Open Championship. It's a stately march up to the bench. Hands over the crutch. And prepares himself for the big lift. All of these athletes looking for ranking points. These really count for anyone who's hoping to get to Rio next year. Absolutely vital they put in a good show here. Just 3 more ranking events to come before Rio. Hamza Mohammadi 186 for the second time. Well, it looked smooth from here, and it was. Well, there was 1 red light, but 2 white lights. A little reverse of his last lift, so he's underway. 186, he's back in the fight. That means he's actually now up to second in the Open Championship. 1 kilo ahead of Peng Hu and Hossein Betir. Of course, they've still got their second lifts to come. Hossein Betir from Algeria is going to be the next back up. Now, he's not being overly ambitious. Hossein Betir, he went for 180, he cleared 185 on his first lift. He's now looking to go 188, and that would be good enough to put him on top of the leaderboard, at least for a short while. Readies himself. Very confident lift at 185. Prepares himself. 4th at the World Championships last year. Oh, that looks good. It is good. It's very good. Very smooth lift indeed. So we have a new leader, Hossein Betir. Good contest this, isn't it? Hossein Betir goes top with that one. 188. There's a change to the batting order because Peng Hu and Ali Jawad are both going at... They're both going for 192. Ali Jawad is the lighter of the two. He's getting first dig at this one. Always looks so confident. Used to a lot of judo. Ali Jawad is just such an athlete. Really focused. Suffered a little bit of depression after the 2012 Paralympics when he missed out on a medal in somewhat controversial circumstances. But he's picked himself up and he's ready to go. 192. Well, there was a little halt on the way, but one red light went up, the two white lights. So Ali Jawad back on top of the pile, 192. And we will have to see how the competition goes. What's going to mean more to him? He has said he wants to break the European record. In order to do that, he's going to have to lift 200 kilos in his third and final lift, and that's putting a little bit of pressure on himself when it comes to winning this tournament, because if Peng Hu lifts 192, there's still going to be a competitive element going into the third round. Now if Peng Hu misses 192, then perhaps Ali Jawad has a little bit more freedom. Here come the vocals. It's good theatre. So Peng Hu, successful at 185 in the first round. Now going for 192. Looking good. It is good. It's a good lift. This is a real game on. Two lifters have gone 192 going into the third round. This is going to be a cracking final round as Ali Jawad and Peng Hu battle it out for the open title. Well, fabulous stuff. There is a real buzz around this hall. We have quite a competition at our fingertips, and it's not over yet. Just looking at what we've got marked up. Well, in the third round, Peng Hu looks as though he's going for 195. Ali Jawad, 193. That can't be right. Well, we will see. First up, Ahmed Razam Azar. He's moved up. He went from 172 to 174. He's now up to 1 79 for this third and final lift in this competition. It just would put him just ahead of Grzegorz Lanza, so he very much looking towards the silver medal, European silver medal. Lanza having lifted 178. Grzegorz Lanza, that's his next weight marked down at 180, so really good contest for these positions. Lanza 179. Oh, he struggled, couldn't do it. So he's going to have to settle for the bronze. And that means a European silver medal for Grzegorz Lanza, no matter what he does in this third round. He actually has 182 marked up on the board now. So looking to push himself just a little bit further. Preparations being made. It's been a good contest though, those two, just pushing each other each lift. Unfortunately for the Azerbaijani, just a little bit too far. Anticipation mounting as the French team. So looking out there from the screen. So here comes Grzegorz Lanza. Our bronze medalist 2 years ago. He's going to collect a silver this time around in the European Championship, so his work well done. He can finish on a real high if he lifts this at 182. Oh, it's a little bit wonky. Yeah, 3 red lights. Shame. I think he thought he got that, but it was just somewhat off beam there. He has to settle with 178 as his best. Well, now we're down to the final straight, the 4 battling it out for the open title. Hossein Betir of Algeria has gone well, 185, 188. He's now marking up 192. In fact, we're waiting, excuse me. They just changed it to Hamza Mohammadi, who's going to be coming out next, the Iranian. He's going for 190. Mohammadi failed at 186 first time around. He got it second time around. And now, well, he's looking at a bronze medal, potentially, if he can lift 190. Ali Jawad and Pangu have already gone 192. Hossein Betir is marked up to lift 192 when it's his turn. So all Hamza Mohammadi is doing is trying to put himself in that bronze medal position and say to Hossein Betir, you got to come and get it.
1 minute.
Hamza Mohammadi going for 190 kilograms to get into the bronze medal position in the Open Championship. Slightly off kilter at the start, but he did enough. 2 white lights. Well, that's a good effort. Very good effort indeed. And that has thrown down the gauntlet. And is now up to 3rd overall. Can Iran snatch a bronze medal? Well, that is...
The prize goes to 192 kilograms for the 3rd attempt from Algeria, Hossein Betir.
So Hossein Betir makes his way up for his 3rd and final. Left the Algerian. Made 185, then 188, and he's now going to go into 192. And this, of course, would put him level on 192 with the 2 leaders, Ali Jawad and Peng Hu. Ali Jawad, the lightest of all the contestants in this A group. Hossein Betir just giving away a tiny bit of weight to Peng Hu, so it would only put him into 3rd. But that would mean a bronze medal. So a big lift for the Algerian. Just prepares himself, gets mentally up for it. And off he goes. Hossein Betir lifting 192. It looked pretty confident. Was it crooked? Oh, it's not going to count. He's just missed out. Shake of the head. Bangs his fist on the bench. Blows a kiss to the crowd, but he'll be very disappointed with that. It looked as though he had it. It's such a technical sport. There is so much that the referees keep their eyes open for. But sometimes it's not obvious from the floor where we are. It may be that his head lifted slightly. Who knows? Nobody but the referees. So that means his best is 188. He's going to have to make do with 4th place overall. And that means Hamza Mohammadi will take the bronze medal. Now, this is the final lift for Ali Jawad. And he's teasing this one. He's only going up by 1 kilogram to 193. Oh, the cheers are there. And it's good. So 193, big cheer from Ali Jawad. He's still short of that European record, and he's short of his own personal best as well, which is 195. But he's top of the board, and it means that Peng Hu is going to have to do 194 if he's going to win. At a minimum, he's gone for 195. The key thing is to win. Records come second. There's an opportunity to go for a record later if Mahmoud prevails. But here is our last contestant, Peng Hu. He's pumped. He's looking very confident. He's lifted extremely well so far. Open with 185. 192 in the second lift. He's now going for 195. And this to win the Open Championship here. Should be mentioned, he is 2 kilos heavier than Ali Jawad. That's a big difference when it comes to powerlifting. So for gold, Peng Hu prepares to lift 195. Gears himself up. That's off the steam. The motor underway. The legs are straight. Oh, it looked a confident lift. And he's got it. He's done it. Well, that's a fantastic effort from the Chinese lifter. Peng Hu did what needed to be done, and perhaps Ali Jawad will regret not just pushing up the bar slightly more. He's capable. His personal best, Ali Jawad, is 195. He decided to go 193 in the final round, and that left Peng Hu with 195 to win. He did it. It's gold for China in the Open Championship. Ali Jawad will take second, with Hamza Mohammadi of Iran taking third. Ali Jawad, his consolation is that he takes gold in the European Championships. Grzegorz Lanza takes the silver, and Ahmad Razam Azar of Azerbaijan will take the bronze. We will be back with you in a while for the medal ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the men's up to 65 kilograms category. Please welcome the medalists.
Welcome back for the medal ceremony for the Open Championship of the men's 65 kilogram category. It was a cracking battle between those two, gold and silver. In fact, we had several battles within battles going on during the course of this, not just the Open tournament, but the European tournament as well, which we will be looking at a little bit later. Coming through on the rails, didn't get off to the best start, Hamza Mohammadi, but he came through well, came through strongly. Made 190 kilograms lift, and Hamza Mohammadi of Iran picks up the bronze medal. A lot of the focus today was on the man who's going to take the silver medal, Ali Jawad. Many had thought he was going to have a crack at the 200 kilogram barrier. Said to go for a new European record. It wasn't to be. No tilt at the European record. He'll be a bit disappointed, but he's lifting well. Of course, he's made the step up from 59 kilograms to 65, and given that he was the lightest of the competitors by 2 kilograms, just shows what power he's got in his shoulders. And the Lebanese-born Briton, based in Leeds, supporter of Liverpool Football Club. Can you imagine? Terrible for Tottenham, a man who lives in Tottenham, to be supporting Liverpool. There he is, that's Ali Jawad. He collects the silver, and it's this man who pipped him at the post. Ali Jawad lifting 193, but Peng Hu of China going just that little bit better, managing 195 kilograms. And it's going to be China who take yet another gold medal from these games.
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise if you are able for the national anthem of China. Ladies and gentlemen, the medalist of the Open men's up to 65 kilogram category.
Well, all smiles up on the podium for the men's Open 65 kilogram category. Gold for Peng Hu, silver Ali Jawad, bronze for Hamza Mohammadi. I'll be back with you in a moment with the medal ceremony for the European Championships. So back on stage comes Ali Jawad and the other medalists for the European Championships 65 kilogram category. It was another good contest, especially not so much as regards Ali Jawad, who had the gold medal sewn up pretty early, but between second and third, that is Ahmed Razam Azar of Azerbaijan, got into a good contest with the man who just pipped him for second place. Razam Azar lifting 174 was his best lift, outdone though by the bronze medalist of 2 years ago, now moving up to silver medal from Poland. It's Grzegorz Lanza. And absolutely no doubt at all about who collects the gold. Ali Jawad, one of the stars of the powerlifting world. He moved up a weight. He showed well, perhaps not as ambitious as we were expecting today. He had said he was going to go for a European record of 200 kilograms. He didn't in the end. He got into a fight for the open title, missed out on that, but he is the new European champion at 65 kilograms. So great performance from him and a first gold medal for Great Britain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medalists of the